My story with BRCA1 really starts with my grandmother. You know, when they first asked me if I wanted to get tested for BRCA1, I didn't know what it was. I kind of just said, sure, I'll go ahead and do that. You know, does ovarian cancer run in your family? Does breast cancer run in your family? Ovarian runs in my family. My grandmother has it, her had it, and her mother had it as well. So I went and got tested, not thinking, you know, that I was gonna come back positive. I thought, oh, it's just gonna happen. It's gonna come back, tests are gonna be negative, and I got a call that said, you're BRCA1 positive. I didn't know what that meant. So I went in, she told me you're positive, we gotta get you in touch with an oncologist. We've got to get you in touch with other people that are gonna help you make your decisions. And I'm thinking, what decisions do I have to make? So I started doing my research. You know, my mom had always taught me when I was younger, seek your knowledge, make a decision, and be confident in that decision that you're making. So I did. I went and saw the oncologist, and I started to understand that I had decisions to make. At first, you know, those feelings that you feel, you're vulnerable. You're experiencing something that you've never experienced, and you start just second guessing, why me? What does this mean? You know, what do I have to do to make this right? Do I go ahead and do it? You know, do all the surgeries, or do I sit back and see what happens? The reason, you know, that I believe why I did this, why I went through with the first surgery, which the first surgery that I went through, being BRCA1 positive, I did a double mastectomy. The reason, it was very hard for me to go into that decision, but the reason I did it was I was able to do my research. I was able to hear those stories, the good and the bad. And I think both of those stories hold value because I started to tell myself, you know, sorry, I don't want to cry. I started to just really second guess myself, and I started to think that these are the two things that make me a woman. Sorry. And those are things that define you as a woman. And I had to tell myself that's not true. These do not define me as a woman. These do not make me who I am. These do not show me that I am worthy. I have a family who supported me through this whole entire journey. It still was hard, you know, because I got to face those decisions with my family in mind. But I go back and I think about how I didn't really, you know, when I'm younger, you don't have to make those decisions. Your parents make them for you. You learn through your parents, essentially. And I got to make this decision on my own. I got to understand that because of this, I'm going to be there for my children's wedding. I'm going to be there for events for them, you know. And I'm not saying that, you know, because still I don't know if I would have had breast cancer. I don't know if I would have had, you know, ovarian cancer or anything. But I know that I made the decision to push through should something like that happen, and to that it really means a lot that I was the person that made that decision. Sorry. I hope y'all can cut some of this. So back to my story, you know, I went through making the decision, you know, hearing the choices that I had, hearing the decisions that I had to make. Those were ones that you have to have the conversation with your family about. You have to understand that these are decisions that you're making by yourself, but you want to include your family in those decisions. And thank goodness for the tribe that I have, because if I did not have my family, the support from them, my friends, the encouragement from them, you know, they all told me I was courageous in making these decisions, but I think it was made because I wanted a better life. I didn't want to lose that quality of life that I had, should something come of it. And then, you know, you always just second guess, if I do the surgery, am I still going to get the cancer? If I don't do the surgery, then what if I get the cancer? So you make those decisions knowing that you're going to better your life and you're better for your family as well. And I'm just, you know, it's a decision that was hard to make, but it was one that I'm happy I made. And I still have the decision to make about a hysterectomy, but I already know what I'm gonna do because it's for me and my family. When I first, thought about this, I sought the knowledge and I was fearful. I was very, very fearful. And it took me a lot. It took me a lot of time, but I got through after my research. I got through after talking to a lot of people that were BRCA1 positive also, where it helped me to have more faith over fear. And that's huge. That's huge for me, because if I didn't have that, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know. Today, I'm very confident in the outcome in which I went through. I went through the breast surgery. It was difficult. It was difficult on not only me, but my family. You're down and out for about two weeks, and it's an adjustment. But now I'm so confident. I'm so much more confident. I think that's confident not just in, my self-esteem, but confident in my decision-making, confident in the sense that I'm able to tell my story to my friends and my family, and it doesn't help them just get through something, but it helps them go, you know what, if she can do that, maybe I can do that. Or if we can make decisions, I've got her to help me walk through what we can do because I did it for her. I'm super confident in where I stand, and that's why I think it's so simple and so easy for me when the doctor says, hey, Kristin, your grandparents got this, when they were in their 30s. Are you able to go through with the hysterectomy? I'm very confident, even though I'm still nervous, I'm very confident in saying, yes, I am, because I'm making this decision for not just myself, but for my family.